Last night, NBA star Bam Adebayo, who plays for the Miami Heat, dropped 83 points and passed Kobe Bean Bryant for the second most points in NBA history. The only other player to score more than that is Wilt Chamberlain. He scored 100 points. But we don't really know if that's true because it wasn't on TV, okay? So it's just hearsay, say people that was there, they're the ones that witnessed it. But there is no video footage of Wilt Chamberlain scoring that 100 points. Now, I don't think anybody expected Bam Adebayo to ever score 83 points, okay? Bam Adebayo is a good player, but he's not known for scoring 40 points a game, 50 points a game, 60 times a game. This was the first time that I've seen Bam Adebayo play so aggressive and be so ball dominant. I mean, I didn't even know Bam Adebayo could shoot threes, guys. Now, maybe it's because I haven't closely watched the Miami Heat since Jimmy Butler left. Remember, Jimmy Butler led this team to 2 NBA Finals. But Bam Adebayo, he knocked down 7 3-pointers last night. I was like, whoa, like, Bam Adebayo out there was shooting threes like Ray Allen and Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to Bam Adebayo. But you guys want to know what's funny? There's a lot of Kobe Bryant fans out there that are actually pissed off that Bam Adebayo passed Kobe Bryant's single game scoring record. And you have a lot of Kobe fans claiming that Bam Adebayo's 83 points wasn't that impressive because he made 36 free throws out of those 83 points. Now, my question to y'all is did you know that when Kobe Bryant scored 81 points, he attempted 20 free throws? Did you know that? And also people are saying, oh, he only scored 83 points because the Washington Wizards are the second worst team in the Eastern Conference. Okay, well, did you know when Kobe Bryant played against the Toronto Raptors, they were the 13th team in the East? Did you know that? Did you know that they were the 13th team in the Eastern Conference? So, yes, the Toronto Raptors, when Kobe dropped 81, they were one of the worst teams in the league. Just like when Bam Adebayo last night scored 83, he played one of the worst teams in the league. So, you see how people pick and choose when they want to give somebody credit and when they don't want to give somebody credit? The fact of the matter is, guys, is you guys want people to keep these records forever when in all actuality, records are meant to be broken. When Kobe Bryant was playing basketball, he was doing everything in his power not to get 6 rings. He was trying to get 7 rings. He was trying to pass Michael Jordan. Okay? And Kobe Bryant, if he was alive, he would be happy that Bam Adebayo broke his scoring record, bro. Because we didn't know if this was ever going to happen. Now, I'm going to be honest. And to this day, I still believe that I think when it's all said and done, I think Victor Wembanyama is going to break Wilt Chamberlain's scoring record. I think he's going to score more than 100 points. I think it's only a matter of time. He could have done it earlier this season, but he cooled off in the second half. But the same game that Bam had last night, I think it's only a matter of time before Victor Wembanyama scores more than 100 points in a single game. But to the people out there saying, he only had 83 points because of free throws, you guys have to understand that the NBA that is happening today is completely different from the NBA back in 2006 when Kobe dropped 81 points. Unfortunately, in the NBA today, everything is a foul. And you can't blame Bam Adebayo for that because it's not like Bam Adebayo was flopping. That's not the case. It's not like he was flopping all over the place last night. He was getting fouled. You understand what I'm saying? If he was getting fouled and the refs was calling it, it is what it is, bro. But what we're not going to do is take away the greatness from what Bam Adebayo did last night, because what he did last night was incredible. Yes, he had 43 free throws attempts and he made 36 out of those 43 free throws. Yes, but he also made 7 3-pointers. That's not easy. And for his field goals overall, he was 20 and 43. He was giving Alex Starr belt yesterday. Let's call it what it is, man. He was giving Alex Starr belt yesterday, bro. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Alex Starr is a rookie. He's only 20 years old. Okay, and listen, Alex Starr, he had 28 points last night. But Alex Starr could not guard Bam Adebayo last night. That's why Bam was going crazy. They tried to put other people on Bam, and he still was going off. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, the Miami Heat can keep up this momentum. And I would like to see the Miami Heat make a deep playoff run. Currently, the Miami Heat are number 6 in the Eastern Conference, which is pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? The Miami Heat is one of those teams, unfortunately. They just don't really have a big-name star. They don't really have a player that is known for, being one of the best scorers in the league. But it's safe to say, man, Bam Adebayo, this is your team now. Many people were having conversations about whether the Miami Heat is Tyler Hero's team, is it Bam's team? But it's clear right now that this is Bam Adebayo's team. Bam Adebayo has evolved his game. He went from being a paint-dominant player to now being a consistently good three-point shooter. And I want to see Bam Adebayo keep it up, man. I want to see Bam Adebayo break his own scoring record. Go for 100. Go for 102. Keep it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it up, especially when you're going up against teams that aren't good. Teams like the Wizards, the Pacers, the Nets. I think that Bam Adebayo is going to influence everybody else in the NBA to try to break that record. Because I'm telling you, everybody in the NBA, they're probably all thinking the same thing. How the hell did Bam Adebayo score 83 points? They probably can't believe it. So, mark my words. You are going to see a lot more players when they go up against these bad teams like the Wizards. Like, I'm surprised nobody has done this against the Sacramento Kings. But I promise you, you are going to see more and more players when they go up against some of the worst teams in the league. You're going to see players like Wemby, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, SGA, Devin Booker, who's already scored 70-something points in the game before. Joel Embiid, he scored 70-something points in the game before. You are going to see all of these players, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I promise you, you're going to see these players do everything in their power to try to break Bam's record. Because once again, nobody ever expected that Bam Adebayo was going to drop 83 points. I was listening to James Worthy, right? James Worthy, before the Lakers game started last night, they asked James Worthy about it, and he sounded pissed off. Like, he genuinely sounded pissed off that Bam Adebayo passed Kobe's scoring record. And I was on TikTok last night. I was hearing a bunch of people say, oh, should we actually give credit to Bam for passing Kobe because most of his points were free throws? And guys, like, anybody that's saying that, bro, you guys are exposing yourselves for being haters, bro. Like, 83 points is 83 points. I wouldn't give a damn guys, if 60 of his 83 points was free throws, I wouldn't give a damn. It's 83 points. Because SGA, who's one of the biggest foul baiters in the NBA, SGA hasn't scored 83 points. Luka Doncic, one of the biggest floppers in the NBA, he's always crying about getting free throws. You don't see Luka Doncic scoring 83 points in a game. Nikola Jokic, another one of the biggest floppers, foul baiters in the NBA. He shoots a bunch of free throws a game. We haven't seen Nikola Jokic even score 70-some points in a game, have we? He didn't pass Kobe's record. So I don't want to hear, oh, Bam, it's only because he made 36 free throws that he scored 83. Nah, man. Y'all are just mad that he passed Kobe. He passed your GOAT. He passed your Lord and Savior. And you guys don't want to accept the fact. Because Kobe Bryant so far has had a better career than Bam Adebayo. He has 5 championships. And he's the second closest thing to Michael Jordan. You guys don't want to accept the fact that his record was broken. And it's okay. See, if this would have been anybody else, if this would have been Wilt Chamberlain, or if this would have been Magic Johnson or somebody like that, nobody would have cared. But because it's Kobe, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that Kobe has over Jordan. Jordan never scored 81 points in a game. Jordan wasn't the second, highest scorer in a single game in NBA history. That was the one thing that Kobe had over Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But now that that's gone, it's like people want to try to discredit it So they can say, oh, you know, like I already hear people saying, oh, when it's all said and done, like this is what James Worthy said, guys. James Worthy literally said, oh, when it's all said and done, nobody's going to remember Bam Adebayo for scoring 83 points. They're going to remember Kobe, though, and Wilt. And I was like, what? I was like, hold on, bro. Like, back in 2006 when Kobe dropped 81, social media wasn't even popping like that. A lot of the younger generation, they don't even know Kobe Bryant scored 81 in a game. The only people that know about that is like hardcore Kobe fans or people that was watching basketball in the early mid-2000s, bro. A lot of people, a lot of the younger generation, the kids in elementary school, middle school, high school, they don't know that Kobe Bryant scored 81 in a game. These young kids think LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant. Now, I disagree with that, but a lot of people think LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James never scored 70, 80 points in a game. So that's cap, bro. They're definitely going to remember this. You know what I'm saying? This happened during the social media era. People are still talking about it now. It happened last night. You guys go on Twitter. It's still the second highest trending topic in the world right now. People are going to be talking about this forever. And the thing that all the players are going to do now is everybody is going to compete to try to break Bam's record and ultimately break Wilt Chamberlain's record. Because Wembanyama's 7'5", 7'6", because he's so tall, he can shoot threes, he can score in the paint. I'm telling you, before his NBA career is over, as long as he stays healthy, he is going to pass Bam and Wilt Chamberlain's record. He's going to score more than 100 points in a game. You heard it here first. So with that being said, it's your boy Days954. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, hype the video, click that hype button for your boy, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I'm out.